Hello everyone, it's Hidech back with another Shogi Topics video. The previous video was made in Japanese, sorry about that. I just wanted to show how I draw my own pieces for BCM Shogi with my new pen tablet, so it wasn't any important video anyway. And what we're gonna do in this video, I'm gonna discuss internationalized pieces. I understand that most of you, the viewers of my video, prefer original kanji pieces. Actually, I was pretty happy when I noticed that, because many of you being fond of kanji pieces despite the difficulty in learning them means you're pretty much interested in Japanese cultural background as well and motivated enough to learn kanji pieces, so that's good to know. Thus, at first I didn't think internationalized pieces are necessary. I thought promoting shogi with original pieces was fine, but recently I'm starting to think it's not necessarily the case. Well, the viewers of my video might not need internationalized ones, but that's because you guys are a lot more interested in shogi than others. And when it comes to trying to promote shogi to more people, including complete novices who have no idea what shogi is and what is the fun with it, I think there should be decent internationalized ones so that they can easily start learning. There was even a comment on lesson number 1 of my How to Play Shogi series that he first got interested in shogi but discouraged by knowing that he needs to learn Chinese characters before even start to learn shogi. So, and I noticed that there are several types of internationalized pieces. So in this video, I'm going to show you those sets. And I think if we are to promote shogi more to the world, we should be starting to get serious about discussing how an internationalized piece set should be. So after I show you several sets, then I'm going to show you a set that I actually came up and have drawn with my pen tablet just today. And I'm going to ask you whether you like my idea and which set you most prefer. We should gather everyone's opinion about which one should be the standard internationalized pieces. Okay, so here we go. The first one I found on the web is this one here. And actually you can find a video on YouTube that covers this shogi set. You can easily find it with searching words internationalized shogi, and this video will come up. So as you can see, it's pretty interesting. First of all, the pawns looks pretty strange, and actually I can't tell what this drawing is. Maybe a weapon and a shield, which reminds us of a soldier. But I'm not sure. And well, bishop looks like bishop in Western chess. And here's the interesting part. The rook is indicated by a wheel. I think it's because rook is flying chariot. Well, that's a good idea. I like it. But I guess we don't necessarily have to stick to the original meanings of the words of shogi pieces in Japanese. And the lance is some kind of arrow. The knight seems to be a horse. And these ones, it's interesting. It's just colored in silver and gold. Well, it's easy to understand. And the king, is it a picture of a crown, I guess? I'm not sure. And when you see that video I've just mentioned, you can see the promoted piece, the promoted size of this set. Basically, they have same drawings with red color. That's it. So, alright, let's go to the next one. Well, next one is... maybe this is something you're most familiar with. Yeah, it's a piece in Play OK. If you pick up an option of Western pieces in Play OK, this piece set will show up. And here the basic concept seems to be using the drawings of Western chess pieces as many as we can. So as you can see, the pawns look like Western chess pawns. So the rook is rook, bishop is a bishop. And the lance, Western chess doesn't have lance, so just a picture, it seems to be a lance, literally. The knight, yeah, same as Western chess knight. And well, these are the most interesting ones, the silver and the gold. So obviously it indicates how they can move. You see the 5 directions for silver, 6 ways for gold. But it's a little bit pity that they only show how they move. They're not of any specific drawing of something, so it feels a little bit inorganic. And well, king is the king in Western chess, and I think this is a very good idea to use Western chess pieces because if one is trying to learn Japanese chess with internationalized pieces, in most cases he or she must be already familiar with Western chess pieces. So in this way, one can get used to Japanese pieces as well, pretty fast, right? Right, and the promoted side is basically the same as the previous one. They keep the same drawings and only the color changes from black to red. So all these pieces just turns red when they're promoted. Okay. Right, and the third one, well, the third one is pretty cool. It's a very new one. Here it is. You see, well, as you can see, the quality is the best we got. You can see the texture on the surface. Seems pretty good. And the shape and the drawings are interesting. First of all, the shape is circle. Very funny shogi pieces. And the drawings just show how they can move. That's it. Very simple, but they're pretty beautiful. They have a good uniformity in the design concept. So you can see the king has 8 little arrows going around it. Yeah, the gold, silver. So a beginner can easily see how these pieces can move. And well, I think we should be looking into this in a website rather than here in my window. So, well, here in Takodori-san's blog, there was an entry about that one. Here. So we have the same photo here. Very interesting pieces. And, well, it says these pieces are just made recently. One of the women professional player came up with this design concept and asked someone to make it. Very good. Okay, here is all the pieces, and promoted side is pretty funny. It shows the original move and promoted moves. So you can see what the piece is going to be back after it's captured when it's promoted, right? And okay, another photo here. Well, the problem with this piece set is that they seems a little bit too inorganic. Is that a good word to describe it? What I mean is they feel inert, not easy to feel something in it. They're very geometric. I think they should a little bit more use various drawings on it. Okay, and well, this website says they'll accept orders, but not from abroad, I guess, at this point. Oh, it has a special box to put in all the pieces on the board. And look at this, it's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, there's a smaller version too. Very interesting. Well, so these 3 sets are all I know at this point. So now it's time for me to show you the pieces that I made myself. Okay. So here's empty pieces. And well, as you know, of course, these are the kanji pieces. So the king, rook, bishop, gold, silver, knight, lance, and pawn. And here's the jewel general and dragon, horse. And the promoted silver, knight, lance, and pawn. Okay. So if I were to change these into westernized pieces, I basically agree with Play OK's idea. So I want to use Western chess pieces drawings as many as I can. So first of all, let's do that. So well, these are my own hand drawing actually, so they don't look very good, but it's just normal chess drawings. King, rook, bishop, knight, lance, and oh, lance, you don't have lance in chess. So I made a drawing of a lance. And yeah, it looks a little bit different from Play OK's lance. Play OK is here. The lance looks a bit wider and shorter. So I wanted to make a little bit longer. That's all. It doesn't really matter. Okay, now the problem is gold and the silver. And actually, I don't agree with Play OK's idea on this one because it's only showing how they move. So showing their move is something we can also see in this set, of course. But anyway, well, the idea itself is pretty understandable because if you were to learn Japanese chess from the beginning, one of the difficult parts in learning how they move is the motion of gold and silver. So shogi beginners will definitely want to see how they move. So adopting that idea and also giving them a little bit of a drawing spirit, I came up with this idea here. So well, the thing is, I'm showing how these pieces move because here you see a gold and it's kind of a crown, so the king has a crown, and I suppose the drawing on the bishop is some kind of how do you say, something you wear on your head, right? So here's another crown with 5 vertices which correspond to the direction the gold can move. So now the problem is the backward motion, so I have to indicate that with some other drawing, and what I came up with is putting something that goes backward, and in this case I've just drawn some kind of a jewelry, a large long diamond, sapphire, whatever. Well, it can be other things. Anything that comes down from the crown is okay, but I just thought a jewelry is pretty good here. So now the silver is in the same concept. It has 3 vertices on the crown which correspond to 3 movements forward, and diagonal moves backward. It's indicated by these 2 strokes of ribbons. I also tried some kind of leaves here or feathers, but I guess ribbons are pretty nice. And am I right in understanding these 2 strokes under the bishop is also some kind of ribbons? I don't know. Anyway, these are my idea of gold and silver. They show the way they move and also their drawing, at least. So how about that? Okay, now let's go to yeah. So these other pieces are taken care of now. And well, King General and Jewel General is another problem. I have no good idea to make a discrimination between them. If you have any good idea, please let me know. Okay, now let's go to promoted size, and first option is of course making them just red, like that. And this is what play OK pieces do. So red pawn means promoted pawn, red lance means promoted lance, and so on. But the problem with doing this is that you can't see how these pieces move. I mean, these 4 pieces, minor pieces, well, it's not so difficult. You can just tell him all minor pieces promote to be a gold, and that's it. But let's say we can do something else here. Well, because you know, in kanji pieces, these pieces are inscribed by cursive style of the kanji gold. So this promotes silver. It's like this. A knight is like this. A lance is like this. Permanent pawn. It's also a cursive style of gold. So I thought internationalized pieces should also convey that they're actually golds in some way. So the thing I came up with here is is this. Letting all pieces wear a gold crowns. You see, it came from this crown. And I had to remove that jewelry because of layout problems. So it doesn't exactly show how they move, but it's okay. You can see it's gold crown at least, so they move as a gold. So this way you can see they can move as gold, and also you can see what they are in unpromoted states. you have to be able to see the unpromoted state when you're going to capture them from your opponent and see what you're going to have in your hand. But one problem here is that this promoted silver is a bit strange because it's already a silver crown and it's wearing another crown on top of it, and I don't like it so much. So what I came up after that is, why not just make it a red gold? So when the silver crown promotes, it becomes a gold crown, and it's exactly the same drawing as a gold, only the color is different. And it's a little bit confusing, but I guess that's the same problem that we have in Japanese kanji pieces as well, because you see in Japanese pieces a gold, well, when it's a two-letter piece, it's fine. Gold, general. Oh, it's too small, you can't say it, sorry. But anyway, what I mean here is, when it's a one-letter piece, it goes like this, the gold, right? And then the promoted silver, it's just that. They look very, very similar to each other, only the color is the difference. Well, the letter is a bit different too, because it's cursive, but almost the same. So that's exactly what we have here as well. The gold is black gold, a promoted silver is a red gold. So it has something in common with Japanese pieces. So I guess that's not a big problem here. Right now, how about these promoted rook and bishop? Well, Play OK does this too. It just turns rook and bishop to red. That's it. But for me, it's not enough. Well, actually, one important thing in making internationalized pieces is not only making it easy for non-Japanese people to learn, but also it has to be easy for Japanese to get used to it. And Japanese means the people who are already got very, very used to Japanese shogi pieces, right? So in terms of that, well, red rook, red bishop doesn't make us feel like this one moves as a dragon and this one moves as a horse. We can't see them in that way. It feels like it's still a rook and it's still a bishop. They don't look powerful enough, because you see, in shogi, dragon and horse are the most powerful pieces. So I guess in internationalized pieces too, they must look powerful. So one option would be adding some little effects in these drawings. For instance, adding some kind of a aura coming behind it, like that. Well, that's one option, but it's not so smart, a little bit stupid. So how about, well, I thought, how about, why not draw dragon and horse? Well, if we do that, it will definitely easy for us Japanese to get used to it. So let's draw dragon first. Okay, here, how about that? Well, actually, it's not my drawing. I found it from somewhere, but it looks pretty well. It looks like a dragon, so it makes us think that they move as a dragon. So rooks move plus one step diagonally. Very easy to understand for Japanese. I found also this one. It's also good. Well, actually, any drawing is okay. I just wanted to say it should be a dragon. That's it. So, and well, I guess these dragons are Eastern dragons, right? So maybe it doesn't match with all other pieces, because all other pieces are Western drawings. So why don't we change it to Western dragon? And Western dragon looks like this, I guess. Well, it doesn't fit well onto shogi piece shape. I just brought it here from somewhere. Well, any drawing's okay. If you can find better dragon picture that fits well for shogi piece, that should be the one. So now let's go to the horse. But the problem with horse is, as you might have already noticed, that it will be confusing with the knight, because the knight has a drawing of a horse already. So to avoid that problem, well, what I'm going to do here is make the dragon and horse more powerful, more spiritual. I'm not sure about these English words. Spiritual, sacred, whatever. But I want to draw them giving some awe in them. So this idea has came up. Why not a Pegasus? Yeah, that sounds better. So here we go. A Pegasus. So it's a horse. Now once again, it's easy for us Japanese to see that it moves as a horse. So finally, this is my idea of an internationalized piece set. How do you think about that? And let's put these pieces in BCM shogi board. So here, how they look. Well, as a matter of fact, I think they're pretty cool, although I'm not sure you like it. How do you think about this pawn? Okay, here comes the dragon. Well, this drawing itself is not very good, I admit that. So here, I want to ask you this question. Which internationalized piece set in those 4 sets that I've shown you in this video do you prefer most? I want to hear your opinions on that. Oh, and moreover, if you have what you think to be an even better idea than these 4, I would love to have you share with me that idea. So please let me know with the comment field of this video. I really want to discuss seriously about what kind of pieces we should choose for standard internationalized pieces. So looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching, and goodbye now.